this is the really nice transition there with the story that you told, because here we're revisiting those challenges from earlier. And if we look at the manufacturers, it's exactly what you're talking about, that need to be able to pair our inputs with our outputs. And we're pulling all of these inputs together to create this product. We need to not just be tracing what's the product origination. We also need to trace how that product was combined into the outputs that we're sharing. Same thing with our growers and shippers, right? Earlier we talked about how it's difficult to have a solution that applies across all different variety of harvest operations. And here we have a multitude of solutions that we can lean on and that we can use in that building block fashion to account for field pack, to account for line packing, whatever the workflow looks like, we're able to slot into that and allow for that capture of that origination data. When we look at our distributors, talking about how it's not just effective if we have stopping points, we need that full visibility. And this allows for us to easily connect the dots for our distributors, for our logistics providers, capturing all of that information, but not requiring a massive manual effort in order to do that and in order to maintain the mapping of that type of data. And then when we get out to our retailers, we talk about, having that visibility of data all the way out to our retail. What more can we do with that information? So if we have detail on when a product was harvested, and if I have 2 cases of strawberries, one was harvested earlier than the other, do I want to rely on things like FIFO for managing that inventory first in, first out? Or do I instead want to take this data that's now available to me and use it to minimize spoilage and food waste? And then for our operators, the scale there is critical. Having all of these ingredients that we're leveraging and that we're using, and the only true way to solve for this problem in such a complex system is to have a way to do it without a big overhaul of existing capabilities. And then last but not least, our consumers. And this is one that we didn't really focus too much on today. But when it comes to our consumers, having that visibility, of course, we can make that information available. We're protecting our consumers by capturing it through the full supply chain. But there's also solutions that can be in place to appeal to those consumers as well, who are very interested in where their food is coming from. So as a shopper in a retail location, I can go and scan a QR code on a clamshell strawberries and see exactly where it came from, see the harvest crew that picked that, what the location was, even having the opportunity for our brands to use that to connect with their consumers, so that I can see recipes or I can see advice on how to use that product and I can share my feedback on it.